of their own there on Harbor Place.
Who?
So her husband.
All right. Are those shades medical prescription? Or are you just being cool for school? All right. You need to stop chewing gum. No, there's an issue going. Yeah, you understand. So who's this gentleman? So no, you can't live with this gentleman. What is your name?
Larry.
Yes, she will not be living with you. She needs to get her life in order. You understand? Excuse me, sir, you're excused. Deputies, he can be escorted out. And are you Ms. Salcedo? I'm going to show you a document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Are you the same Laura Elizabeth Salcedo who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2022 CR 1745 for the offense of harassment of a public servant on March 30th, 2022 for a period of 2 years? Is that you? State.
Violated condition number 4 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Laura Elizabeth Salcedo, did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of May and June of 2022 in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
Your Honor, the state waives all the violations.
Any objections?
No objections, Your Honor.
All right, guys. Welcome to one of the most intense courtroom moments you'll ever witness. Right out of the gate, the judge isn't playing around. Shades on. Gum chewing. Forget it. This courtroom demands respect, not swagger. The judge makes it crystal clear. You either get serious or you're out. The pressure is mounting, and you can feel the tension rise as the defendant steps up. Already, the judge sets the tone. This isn't a casual chat. This is a battle for freedom, responsibility, and truth.
Ms. Salcedo, did you understand by pleading true to a violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine? Did you understand? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4? Is there an agreement?
Yes, Your Honor. It's to continue the defendant on supervision, to alter and amend for 30 days in the Bexar County Jail, employment within 30 days, and for her to submit for a UA bi-weekly for 3 months and random thereafter, and then an admonishment from the court for not reporting, and that she must verify her residence every 90 days.
Must verify her residence?
Every 90 days.
All right, thank you. All right, is that the agreement?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Salcedo, why are you not reporting? You're going to have to make sure you speak up. Lower the mess so we can hear you.
Now pay attention, because here's where things start cutting deep. The judge lays down the history. Laura Elizabeth Sala, caught up in harassment of a public servant, already on deferred adjudication. Sounds serious, right? Well, it gets worse. She failed to report for 2 whole months. That's a big violation, and the courtroom knows it. When asked how she pleads, she admits it. True. That's a heavy hit. The state could slam her with 10 years behind bars, but instead, they're negotiating. The question is, can she be trusted?
For 1 week that she had already issued a warrant from her arrest, so that there was nothing I can do about it. So, I mean, I thought that.
But then why, that still doesn't explain to me why you didn't report.
I couldn't report. She had told me that she had already issued a warrant from her arrest.
Where were you working?
But through them, I mean, they're giving me a regular job. I just have to put in the application.
Okay, so I still don't understand why you need to call probation and say that you're at work, you can't come in.
Well, I tried to tell her, but since I had missed 2 home visits in 1 week, she had told me it was already too late.
Yeah. Why are you missing your home visits?
I was working at the time, so.
Everything for you is I was working at the time, which I find a little bit suspect because you...
Listen up, because the judge doesn't sugarcoat a thing. He warns her point blank. One slip could mean a decade in prison and a crushing fine. Still, the deal on the table is surprisingly lenient. 30 days in jail, drug tests, proof of employment, and constant check-ins. Sounds easy. Think again. These aren't light suggestions. These are demands carved in stone. The judge drives home the point. This is her last shot. No excuses, no games, no hiding behind half-truths. You either walk straight or you fall hard.
You know when you have to report. You know in this court that if you would have taken proof of employment to probation, that what would have ended up happening is they would have sent me a violation report. I would have had you come in for a compliance hearing, and I would have asked you why you're not reporting. And then I would have said, where's your proof of employment? And when you would have came in and said, I've been working, that's why I haven't been reporting, I would have said, we're going to recall this case, and you're going to come in showing me that you have employment. Now, why do they need to know where you're living?
I'm not too sure. I mean, I guess because I was homeless at the time, so I guess I have to.
Well, no, because you were saying you missed the field visits, so you were not homeless at the time.
I know, but I had to, I was living out with my uncle at the time, and I told him I was in a permanent place, so I guess.
Here's where the excuses start rolling, and the judge isn't having it. Laura tries to argue that work kept her from reporting, but the story doesn't add up. She claims she missed home visits too. Always some reason, always some excuse. The judge, sharp as ever, exposes the cracks. If she had proof of employment, probation would have worked with her. But instead of being proactive, she stayed silent. That's silence. It speaks louder than words. And in this courtroom, silence equals guilt, plain and simple.
See, here's the thing. You're not being completely honest with me. And let me just tell you why I think you're not being completely honest with me. I want you to follow me down the trail that you're giving me. One, you tell me that you can't do the field visits because you're working. Then you tell me, well, I live with my uncle and then I was homeless at the time. That's why I think they want the 90 days residency. Then you're telling me you can't report because you're working.
Well, I can report now, I'm living somewhere now, so. But at the time, I wasn't stable, so I was trying to get on my feet then.
Do you have any drug issues?
No,
When's the last time you used drugs?
it's been a couple months, a month, 2 months.
Okay. And what were you using?
All right, guys, watch closely. The judge digs deeper, and Laura's story falls apart. She says she lived with her uncle, then claims she was homeless, then shifts again. It's a mess, and the judge calls it out. He lays it bare. She's not being fully honest. In fact, he points out the contradictions one by one, cornering her into the truth. This isn't just about missing visits. This is about trust, responsibility, and proving you're stable. And right now, she looks anything but stable.
I was smoking
What?
ice.
All right. So now we're coming to what the real problem is here. So how often were you smoking ice?
Maybe once. Not, it wasn't something that I was doing constantly,
No. Nope. Here's the thing. You're on deferred adjudication. Everybody has said they want you to be continued. So I need to know what I need to do. So the next time that I see you, it will be because you've completed everything and you're asking me to let you off of probation, as opposed to seeing you before me in blue, potentially going to prison for 10 years. So let's not play any games. Raise your right hand for me. Do you solemnly swear affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, lower your hand, state your name.
All
right, and pull the mask down so we can hear you. All right, so how often were you using?
Maybe one.
And then boom, the real issue explodes onto the table: drugs. The judge asks straight up if she's been using, and after dancing around, she admits it: ice meth. At first, she tries to downplay it, but the judge cuts through the lies. Once or twice a month. Nonsense. Finally, the truth leaks out: it was weekly. This is no small slip. This is addiction in plain sight. The judge has seen it before, and he's not fooled. The courtroom tension skyrockets, because now it's crystal clear. This case is about survival.
And honestly, if you're not honest with me, that tells me that you're still in the throes of your addiction, and maybe you're not ready for help. But I don't know anybody who's using ice like once a month.
Well, I wasn't using it constantly. So
Yeah, so how often were you using it?
maybe twice a week or less, it was in a constant thing.
So you were using it weekly?
Maybe weekly, bi-weekly.
All right.
It wasn't a constant thing.
All right. So she needs some help. she has a drug problem, which I had a feeling that she had based upon my conditions. So probation, we're going to need a TAP evaluation. So I'm going to alter them in conditions to include TAP. That's going to occur while you're in custody. And I'm going to start you off with intensive outpatient.
The judge's tone sharpens. No more patience, no more games. He tells her directly, if you're not honest, it means you're still deep in addiction. He warns her that dishonesty today equals prison tomorrow. This is the fork in the road. One path leads to recovery, the other straight to a cell. The judge raises her hand, swears her in, and demands truth under oath. There's no wiggle room left. She's either real with herself, or she loses it all. The gravity of the moment is crushing.
Treatment. We're going to do the UA hotline. Now, the next question, they're saying that they want proof of residency. Do you actually have a stable place to stay? And when I say stable place to stay, I don't mean you're couch surfing. I don't mean one friend is letting you stay here for a week and then you have to find another place to stay. Do you have a place where you can lay your head on a pillow at night, wake up in the morning and come to that same place and lay your head on the same pillow?
I'm pretty sure I can.
Nope, not pretty sure. Do you have it? That's either yes or no.
It's the same residence that I had given you the last time.
And is this the uncle?
Yeah.
Well, it seems like that didn't work out before. And I don't think your uncle wants you staying with him if you are using. And when we say uncle, is this a biological uncle?
Yeah.
How is he related to you? On which side?
On my mother's side.
Why are you not staying with your mom or your grandmother?
Well, my mom she's getting off. She's not here right now. She's just already had a heart attack. So right now she's in a nursing home.
All right, guys, here's where the hammer drops. The judge orders a full treatment plan, intensive outpatient rehab, drug testing, and evaluations while she sits in custody. He makes it clear she's not walking away untouched. But there's a lifeline here too. Instead of dumping her in prison, the system is offering her one last chance at redemption. Still, it comes with a price. No more couch surfing, no more hiding behind relatives. She needs stability, structure, and proof that she's not just drifting through chaos.
All right. And grandmother?
I have them.
Do you have aunts?
Yeah.
Why not stay with the aunts? Why the uncle?
Well, I mean, I can do that. It's just not something constant, you know? I mean, they help me as much as they can, you know? It's not going to be like something permanent, you know?
All right. You're going to be allowed to stay with your uncle, but you're only going to be allowed to stay with him for 90 days. You need to start saving up your money and you're going to get your own place. You understand? And I'm going to want proof of residency every 30 days. And so probation, I'm going to want field visits every 30 days. And probation.
The family questions heat up. Why not live with her mom? Why not her grandmother? Why always bouncing around? The judge presses hard because he knows instability and addiction feed off each other. Laura tries to explain. Her mom's in a nursing home. Her family helps sometimes, but nothing permanent. The judge isn't impressed. Words aren't enough anymore. He wants action. If she's going to live with her uncle, fine, but only for 90 days. After that, she's on her own. The countdown to responsibility has officially started.
And usually I know those field visits are random, but make sure that she knows what day it's going to be. And when you go to the uncle's house, make sure you look in the closet to make sure that she is actually staying there. And this is just not knocking on someone's door. There's going to be regular reporting by Zoom. And probation to help her out when she calls the UA hotline and has to come in and test. That could be her reporting day as well. And well, I know just when she calls and she goes in, then she'll know if I'm going in to do UA, right after that, I need to go and report for probation.
And finally, the judge delivers the verdict of reality. Laura must prove her residency every 30 days, endure field visits, and show that she's truly turning her life around. Probation officers are ordered to check closets, confirm her presence, and make sure she's not just pretending. This isn't mercy, it's tough love at its harshest. The message is loud and clear. The court won't babysit forever. Either Laura steps up and rebuilds her life piece by piece, or she collapses under the weight of her choices.